Good evening all and welcome to the Miners Den Show, episode 229 coming to you tonight. So we're doing it a little bit differently tonight. We've got Nugget Nathan remotely controlling the show. Of course, Corey will be in the feed from Queensland as well. So people all over the place, but still managing to be able to put together our usual live stream for all of you guys. So welcome there, Mike. G'day to Dan, the collecting man. Hello, Bruce. G'day, Caleb. Johnny Hobo Gold is in the feed as well. Welcome. Hello, Greg. Raymond, Carl, Gabby. Gary, good evening. Paul is in there also. We've got Brian again. Hello, Brian. Welcome to you too. MD Melbourne, great to see you in the feed. Hello, Sean. Nice to see you on there as well. We're just putting in all the finishing touches together. We've had some reasonable days around Bendigo this week, so a little bit on the cool side still, but good days for getting out and having a bit of a dig. Didn't get the chance myself, unfortunately, but I'm sure Mr. Coffee Bush has been doing quite a bit of that over in the UK. We'll catch up with him in tonight's episode as well. Hello to Adams, Golden Travel, Lizard, welcome. Hello, Bill, Ian, Keith. Lots and lots of people getting into the feed again. Robin and Mick, welcome. We're just getting ourselves organised to be another minute or two. I came on a little bit earlier this evening and off to good old Melbourne town this week. So we've got a couple of weeks down there in the Melbourne store, which will be a little bit of change of scenery for Denise and myself, while Chris is taking a well-earned break for a couple of weeks. Oh, hi Jeff, Walter. Hello Simone, Melissa. That's great to see so many getting on. Lots and lots happening and pretty packed show tonight. Not sure, we might run a little bit longer. G'day Fleur. Lots and lots of people coming in there. Look, I'm going to go quiet in a moment or so, and then I will be back with you for episode 229 of the Miners Den Show. Welcome to the Miners Den Show, Australia's most informative prospecting live stream. This is the place for all the latest tips, tricks, videos and entertainment for the gold prospecting or treasure hunting enthusiast. In tonight's episode, we get an update from the Coffee Bush Kid, who is over in Europe chasing down some history. I'll head back out to the old house site with CBK to put the Nocticoin and treasure machines through their paces. And of course, the Algo Force E1500 Plus gets another workout in the goldfields, and I'll try to see if I can finally snag a piece of the yellow stuff. And as always, we've got some great giveaways and heaps of info to share. Settle in, it's going to be another ripper of a show. I'm Gold Digger Dave, let's get digging.
There's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector. That signal's so sweet when I hear that beep beep. Couldn't think of many things better. I heard some old tin that nearly got me in, and that piece of lead really had me sweating. But there's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector. All those little rusty nails I've dug to no avail, although the signal didn't sound good. But there's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector.
Once again, plenty happening around the dens this week with brisk trade and lots of new chums getting into the hobby with the Algo Force E1500 Plus and the Nocta range of metal detectors. Now, the weather's been perfect for a swing, so I hope you've been out there making the most of it. Oh, as I said, I'll be down at the Melbourne store for the next couple of weeks, so if you're nearby, drop in and say g'day and catch up with the latest industry news. Now, it's on to the gold price, and I look back to January 2025, and I found that gold was sitting at around about the $4,494 per troy ounce Australian. That was towards the end of January. I think it was probably the 31st we took that price at. Now, look, fast forward to now, and it's started to climb to around about the $5,520 odd per troy ounce, so that's a lift of about 30%. At today's live gold price is roughly about $178 per gram. Just a look now, gold is trading at $5,519 per troy ounce Australian. Well, it's a strong reminder why now is the perfect time to be out and putting the coil over the soil. Well, with the gold price so high, it's also the perfect time for a pan and pay dirt giveaway. Tonight's prize pack includes a can of Gold Digger Dave's gourmet pay dirt, a Garrett 10-inch pan to pan it off with, and of course, Gold Digger Dave, a drawstring bag. Put everything in. Now look, I've got 4 of these packs to give away tonight, 2 for our Facebook viewers and 2 for the YouTubers. To be in the running, just comment in the feed while we are live and keep watching until the end of the show when I announce the winners. And remember, if you miss out on tonight's pack, you can still pick up Gold Digger Dave's gourmet pay dirt at our Melbourne or Bendigo stores, or even online at minersden.com.au. It's available in cans, bags, tubs and buckets. And of course, it's Australian pay dirt. The soils are sourced from a local mine here in central Victoria, along with much of the gold that is going into it. We don't use the imperial gold that comes from some overseas areas, like some of the pay dirt that you see around in the marketplace. Good luck, happy prospecting and treasure hunting. It's time now to check out our first video for the evening, and once again we've headed back to the old house site armed with our Nocta coin and treasure detectors. Let's check out that video now. Well, Mr. Coffeebush, we've got a fantastic piece of kit here in the Nocta Legend.
That's right.
A great all-rounder you can use for almost any kind of detecting that you want to do.
Yep.
Maybe we just take the viewers through what's actually on the main screen.
No worries. Up the top here we can see our battery, and you see the little bars in there, so we've got plenty to play with. This is our detection mode. We're in park, but there's park, field, beach and the gold detection. Underneath that is the discrimination bar. You can see here we're in F, which stands for ferrous. We've notched out everything up to 10. We've got multi-frequency, we're in multi-frequency 1. There's our sensitivity, we can see we're on 25. These 2 little bars here are our target ID numbers when we go over something. This little graphy thing here, that shows us how deep our targets are. And this is the ferrous, non-ferrous side. So Ferrous is where the horseshoe and the nail is, and the non-ferrous stuff, which is what we're after, is where the ring is. And that's what we're looking at every time we swing a coil.
Well, look, that's some great information there, guys, from the Coffee Bush Kid, who is also the latest Nocta, well, nomad.
Yes, that's exactly right, Dave. Very, very honoured to have that bestowed upon me.
Absolutely, and you can see that Nocta have got it right with all the knowledge that we're able to give you just off the screen there. Hope that gives you a bit more idea on what we're seeing each time when we're out using the Nocta Legend on the old house site. I'm Gold Digger Dave.
I'm the Coffee Bush Kid.
And you're watching
The
Miner's Den Show. Okay, lots of interesting finds out there at the old house site, but no coins as yet. But we'll keep on trying, and hopefully sooner or later we'll walk over a coin. There's still lots and lots of targets there. Many of them have got to be dug anyway, so we'll keep digging through them, and hopefully something of a real treasure comes up sometime soon. Now, look, I did have a question here on the break there from Wazza, and he's asking, Dave, does the Melbourne store have any aftermarket SD skid plates? Yeah, look, Woz, absolutely it does. It has our own Pro Series brand of aftermarket skid plate. They're a toughened skid plate. They last a lot longer than what you're getting out of the original Minelab one. And quite likely we will also have some of the Nugget Finder heavy duty ones down there as well. So there's a couple of options there. If you drop in next week and see me, you will be able to you'll be able to have a look at them. There's also got a lot of the aftermarket coils and everything like that down there as well. So yes to that question. Moving right along, we've got this week's amazing discovery story. Comes from the south coast of New South Wales. A bushwalker by the name of Robert Keeler struck it lucky in the Jamadra Creek close to Mogo, uncovering a nugget literally sticking out of the ground. The nugget weighed in at 16.5 grams, worth around about $2,700 at today's price. Robert said it took plenty of crawling through the thick bush and a good dose of luck, but the result was well worth it. This area, part of the historic Arulan goldfields, I hope I pronounced that correctly, was once buzzing back in the 1850s. And Robert's find proves that there's still colour to be had for those willing to put in the time. It's a brilliant reminder that even though places long thought to have been worked out, the ground can still hold surprises. Who knows, your next swing could uncover the find of a lifetime. Okay, so that was a great little nugget there. Not sure how he found that, but a good little find anyway. We're moving straight in now to a new segment about selling your pre-loved metal detector. And with all the talk of the new Nocta detectors coming out and some other ones around the marketplace as well, now's a great time to get super value for your pre-loved M Company detector. Why not turn it into cash if you're not using it anyway? But if you're thinking of upgrading, turning it into cash now will certainly generate you a good return, ready to hop into a new Nocta Magnetar, possibly, when it arrives. Miners Den Australia make that very, very easy. Here's how it works. We have low fees to sell. A 3-month warranty included for the buyer, plus if there's any of the original factory warranty still available, and that's available of course as well, because the warranty is transferable on most machines. There's super fast selling times and great resale prices are being achieved. Now, buyers purchase with confidence from Australia's most trusted name in metal detectors. Payments made every Friday for the previous week's sales. With over 35 years in the industry, Miners Den knows how to get the results. So, if you're upgrading or simply not using your old detector, drop it into our Melbourne or Bendigo store and we'll do the rest. Okay, take care of all the payments as well, guys. It's nice and easy. Drop it in, we clean it up, we list it up on our second-hand detector page at minersden.com.au, and selling them very, very quickly at the moment, so we're always looking for new ones to come in. You also find if we put them in on consignment for you guys, you get significantly more than if you just sell it for second hand yourself or through other dealers. Now, we're going to move straight into our competition time, and we continue with some great entries this month. First up, Dean A, who has uncovered a few gold nuggets with his Algo Force E1500 Plus. Nice little nuggets that he's got in that stash there, 8.75 grams. Well done there, Dean, and we put you in for our Into Photo competition. You're in there now to win a $50 Miners Den gift voucher. Next is Erica R, who has some nice specs turn up from her can of gourmet pay dirt. Of course, also we have Brett W, who also had success with his can of pay dirt, finishing up with this tidy discovery. Now look, it's easy to enter. For the find of the month, send us a photo of your finds made with the Nocta or Algo Force detector, including a picture of the machine. And for the Gourmet Pay Dirt competition, just grab a can, bag or bucket of Gold Digger Dave's Gourmet Pay Dirt, pan it off and send us a photo of your results. Each month, winners receive $50 Miners Den gift voucher, and entries can be submitted online at minersden.com.au through our social media or by scanning the QR code on the screen. Gold Digger Dave's Gourmet Pay Dirt. Now look, it's no ordinary gravel, and at the moment we haven't put the prices up with the increase in gold price, so all of our pay dirt bags, our cans, and I believe there's even one bucket still available at the old $5,200 price. That's $300 below the current gold price in Australian dollars per ounce. So the ounce bucket cost you $5,200, and you'll have $5,500 worth of gold in that one. So if someone wants to grab that, get in quick. Okay, time to head now to Amsterdam this time and see what the Coffee Bush Kid has found on his latest adventure.
G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid, and this one is for Nathan. Young nugget, the Dutch East India Company. Now we're here in the little courtyard, but we're going to go off and we're going to find out what we can see around Amsterdam where we are. So without further ado, let's see what we can find. Well, I am standing in front of the replica of the Amsterdam, which was a Dutch East India Company ship. It was started back in the 1980s and finished in the 1990s. Pretty big ship. It's really good to go and have a look through. Over to that side, we have the Science Museum, which is the big green building, which for all the world looks like the bow of a ship as well. Now let's talk some engineeringly talk. If we have a look along the tops of the buildings, they've all got gantries and hooks all along them. Now, all the buildings just seem to be really, really narrow. And that's why they have these, but if we keep coming along, we will eventually see how they are used. And we can see up there that there is in fact a wheel hanging off one of the gantries, and that's how they can bring your pianos up and your massive wardrobes, and they fit them through a window to get them up into the stories, or first, second, third story, because the stairways are so narrow and so steep. So that's a nice little quirk to the whole lot of the buildings. It just seems that every building has a gantry and a hook hanging off it. But let's have a look at something else. So I'm taking you on a tour of engineering stuff because you know that I love my engineering stuff. I love me a good old rivet. And have a look at this. This is a counterbalance lift bridge. So you've got a weight hanging off the back end, and it actually lifts the bridge up so that tall ships, bigger than stand-aboard paddlers, can get under there. So all the likes of these barges and narrow boats, the bridge will lift up they can move along the canals from one side to the other. It's just a great piece of engineering. Another piece of engineering marvel is actually right behind me, and there's multiple examples of it. Have a look at that. It's engineeringly marvellous how the bloody thing still stands up. That's got a hell of a lean to it. You can see by the windows how they're not rectangular, they're bloody parallelograms. It's amazing. So not only do corner buildings wonk out to the side, but have a look down here at how much they actually lean out into the street. Some of them you nearly feel like it's too dangerous to walk in front of. That's just amazing. The other thing we haven't talked about that happens over here in the Netherlands is magnet fishing when you've got all these great canals. But as we know, magnet fishing will only work on ferrous targets. But apparently there's a lot of safes to be found in the canals. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little What Have I Found episode that's not quite detecting finds, but I have found some marvellous bits of engineering around here that just had to share with you. I'm the Coffee Bush Kid, we're in Amsterdam, and you're watching the Miner's Den Show.
Well, the Coffee Bush Kid certainly gets around, and thank you for that segment there again. He is on holidays, but doing little bits for us while he's over there, and very, very well done, Mr. Coffee Bush, again. We had another question come in from Brian, who asked, what are the Gold Monster 1000s worth second hand? I have two that I would like to trade in on the Nocta Legend combo. Look, I'd have to have a look at them there, Brian, depending on what's with them, whether they've got one or two coils, things like that. But you'd look at anywhere between $400 and $600 on each of those units. We could sell those off for you. If you're looking at the Nocta Legend combo, which has got the pinpointer and the digging tool and bags and all the gear that you need, you really don't have to buy anything else. That deal is likely to finish up around about the 15th of this month. We've still got some stock left now, but it's just not sure how much longer that stock is going to last. So if you're looking to do that deal, you want to get in quick, Brian, give us a yell. We'll see if we can work a deal for you and get you in to the Nocta Legend combo. Of course, if you wait too long, the GM1000 might drop a little bit because you'll have the Gold Monster 2 coming out shortly from Minelab. The main difference being is a small bit of discrimination apparently or something like that on it, and only a single coil. I'm not sure whether that'll impact the price that you get on the Gold Monster 1000s, but that's my advice for you just at the moment there, Brian. Give us a yell, we'll certainly look after you. Calling the Bendigo store, that'll be the best spot to come if you're wanting to do a deal on that. All right, speaking of deals, we're going to move right now into Dave's deals, and we've got a couple of very hot offers just at the moment. First up, the Algo Force E1500 Plus, the most competitively priced mid-range pulse induction detector from $2,850. It includes a coil, and that's a Coiltech coil on that, the 10x5, plus a free 20,000 milliamp hour battery, and the latest PI technology at a fraction of the cost of the other brands. It's, as I said, a Coiltech coil on there with the Algo as well. And check out the new Nocta Gold Cruiser bundle. You'll score 200 gram digital scales, Walco small pick, plastic scoop, 20ml gold vial, and those two great deals are available right now at minersden.com.au or in store at our Melbourne and Bendigo shops. Okay, that's Dave's deals for you this evening. We're now going into a little bit of a product update. This must be getting close. We've still got no information on when it's actually going to be released, but we've been catching up on whispers of the new Nocta Magnetar PI detector. So I thought I'd just run through some of the stuff they put on a month or two ago and check out what a Magnetar is. And I went to do that, and I got this definition from the web. A magnetar is a type of neutron star that possesses an extraordinarily powerful magnetic field, thousands of times stronger than that of regular neutron star and trillions of times stronger than Earth's magnetic field. It's formed from the core collapse of a massive star in supernova. Well, these dense objects release high energy radiation like X-rays and gamma rays as their magnetic fields decay or their crusts rupture, a process called a starquake. So that is the definition of a magnetar. And here is a couple of images of what has been put up on IP Australia for the magnetar that is coming out from Nocta. It's still a way off from release, I said, we're not sure yet, and the final details may change from what we're actually showing on the screen here, but it looks like a fresh innovation, unlike the rebadged older technology from some others who are still charging a fortune for it. If you're thinking of a high-end upgrade, hold on to your dollars for now and watch this space. Nocta's Magnetar PI could be a real game changer. Now, of course, I need to have one in my hand, go out and have a test run with it. I've got to be happy to use it before I can be confident to sell it. And you guys will be the first to know when I've had a chance to have a run with one and what we think. And let's hope it's as good as what I'm hearing, because it's about time that we got some real service and a real detector at a great price from a company other than the M Company. Now, looking at Miners 10 calendar now, there's always something happening there. So we've got our training sessions. They're quite popular at this time of the year, with the weather being a little better and things like that. We're running one-on-ones Monday through to Saturday. Each session is about 3 hours out in the field, use on your own machine. So whether it's a Minelab, a Nocta or an Algo Force, our instructors will get you confident and ready to uncover more treasure. Demo days are also coming up again, and the next demo days are locked in. Melbourne is on Saturday the 20th of September. I'll be down there for that one. And Bendigo is on Saturday the 27th of September, and that'll be looked after by the boys in the Bendigo store. These are not training sessions. They're designed to give you a proper look at the detectors, show you how they work and answer your questions. You'll get to try the gear and afterwards join us for a free barbecue lunch back at the store. Book now at minersden.com.au or give the Melbourne or Bendigo Metal Detector Superstores a call. It's time now for the last video of the show. And again, I try to break my drought on the gold when we're out with the goldfields with the Algo Force E1500 Plus. Let's have a look and see how I went. Loving the weather out here, Mr. Coffee Bush.
Certainly are, Dave. It is a magnificent day. So
It is. We've got a few targets in this little area, a couple in behind us here as well. So let's have a look and start on the first one here. Going to run over the top of it now for you guys. Nice clear little signal there. A few bits of quartz around on top of the ground I always like.
yeah, I like that too.
With this one here, drop her into the pinpoint mode again. So just press the pinpoint button on, come across the top of the target here. Okay, we're looking at a number 17, 18 coming up there. Once you've got the number, that gives you an indication of what the target might be. That's one that we're certainly going to dig,
Yep,
Mr.
that's
Coffee
right.
Bush.
Yep.
Then just press the exit button here, takes us back out of the pinpoint mode. Okay, once again, using the tip on the Coiltech 10x5 Elite Max. These elliptical coils do make it a bit easier to pinpoint with.
Yep.
Come this way.
Right.
Think we've got a fair idea where we are there, Mr. Coffee Bush?
Certainly. Oh, that's actually solid. Yes, we do, Dave. Just going to do that with the pointy end.
Break it up a little bit there.
Yeah. Right, that's what I
A little
want.
bit of gravel and stuff in there, so it might
Yeah.
be thrown out while the boys were digging. Okay, nothing in the hole there now, so we've
Nope.
got to be into our pile here. Got pretty close to here. Come back round from this way.
Rightio.
Grab that one there.
In there. Awesome.
Great scooping there again. Well,
There
yes,
it is.
it's there. Okay.
It's interesting. Do that. Yep, there we go. Got in that first
Very good.
handful.
This little process is just going through and sorting the soil as Coffee Bush Kid is doing there now. Certainly makes it easier to locate your target. Pull, no, not yet. He was hoping.
Always hopeful, Dave. Ooh.
Okay, some little tiny
Yeah,
stuff there.
that's it. A little,
Okay.
it's a nugget, Dave, but unfortunately, it's just a little rust nugget.
Okay, a little piece of iron that's come out there. Again, those little tiny ones, they've got a lot more chance of being gold. There's a lot more of that stuff out there than
Yep.
football-sized bits.
That's it.
Well worth the dig. As we keep saying, in this little spot, guys, we're against the edge of the road. There's been a lot of work when they put the roads and things in.
Directly under the power lines. Yeah.
And these targets, we're going to continue to dig, hoping that we are going to pull out a little piece of yellow in an area that's been worked by the old timers. Let's go and check out another target that we've got just behind me here and see if it's not going to turn into a little piece of yellow for us here. So,
Rightio.
we're down in a bit of a washed out area here, Miss Coffee Bush.
We
where
are.
Probably surfaced a little bit. Once again, a lovely clear signal on it. I'm not going to show you the screen this time, I'll just tell you the number, guys. So come back here. Okay, that's holding at a solid target ID of 24.
All right.
Flip it back out of there and we'll take the top off here with the pick.
Rightio, Dave. Have a swing at
Okay,
that.
come back over here.
Oh, good.
It's somewhere in about there, Mr. Coffee Bush.
Yep, got my eye on it. Actually, let me do that. Rightio.
Okay, let's come back over again.
Yep.
No sound in the hole there, so it's got to be in our spoils pile here. Run across until somewhere just on the outside edge here, I think, Mr. Coffee Bush.
Yeah. If that was it.
If it was it.
And it was.
It was. Back over the
Rightio.
top again.
Oh. Well, there we go. Right there, a 22 projectile.
A nice solid target.
Yeah.
Obviously lead, been left behind or not heard by other machines because they're not able to work effectively
Under the power lines.
here.
Yep, no.
Nice easy target to get out. You're going to dig that every day of the week. And we're going to move on right behind us once more. We'll fill our hole in there.
You get onto that one,
And
Dave.
we're going over to have a
Yep.
listen to our third target we've got over here. Again, back in that same type of area.
Yeah.
Come back through here now. That's got a nice loud signal coming through there.
Numbers, Dave.
Drop her into the pinpoint mode. I'm coming up this time with a 17 on the screen. I'm going to drop it out of pinpoint mode, take it away there. And Mr. Coffee Bush will scrape the surface away. A little bit of topsoil there this time.
Yeah,
Mr.
there
Coffee
is.
Bush.
It's probably washed in with the rains, Dave.
Absolutely.
Good. Right.
Okay, in we go again. Even though it could be in the topsoil, this has been turned over, so you could potentially still get a nugget down in this kind of ground.
Right.
Okay, coming back over here with the... Come round here.
Hang on a moment. If I do
him out.
that, this is what boots were designed for.
I think it's just in on a tip there. And that's got it again. Good scooping.
Rightio. We'll get through this.
Okay, got the one.
A bit quicker than I thought.
Well, I think we can see a nice, lovely piece of tin foil or something, is it? Or
If anyone mentions the milk bottle kid, I might post that to you. But that's what it is, another milk bottle top, Dave.
Yep, a milk
Aluminium.
bottle top. At least they're not as prolific as what we have been getting with the Nocta Legend and the triple score out of our house site. But
Yep.
there was obviously somebody has opened a bottle of milk right where we are back in the early days. I'm Gold Digger Dave,
I'm the Coffee Bush Kid,
and you're watching.
the Miner's Den Show.
Well, not that time, unfortunately. I'm sure we're just about to walk over a brand new patch, and hopefully soon. It's been a little time between drinks when we're out hunting for the gold. We might have to try a couple of different areas. Now look, on the break there I did have Peter asking a question saying, how long has Nocta been making detectors for, and where is their technology from? Look, Nocta have been making detectors now for over 20 years. They're a Turkish-based company, and they've got a privately owned factory that does virtually everything from the manufacturing to the design to the testing. It obviously goes out into the field as well. Over in Turkey, and they've got 50 odd engineers working for them over there. And they're now the up-and-coming metal detector company as other companies back on their spending on new technology, or have run out of new technology and have to just rebadge old technology, changing a couple of numbers in the name. Nocta are actually going ahead and starting to develop new things. Now, some of the technology is being improved from technology that was there before, as patents and things like that run out. But they've been going now for over 20 years, and they've got a team of engineers making these detectors that are really giving the established players a real run for their money. So that's why I'm so keen to see what they can bring out. There's been nothing that's been challenging the high-end machines that have been around, and that's why they are just so overpriced for a few bits of electronic components. So I hope that clears that one up a little bit there for you guys. This next question that I've got now comes from a question that was put through earlier in the week, and it's from Alan, who asks, he was heading into the Golden Triangle and looking for tips on gaining landowner permission. So look, hi Alan, great question. Permission can be tough in Central Victoria. The best approach is polite and casual, and knock on doors where you can clearly see a house on the on or near the land that you want to prospect on. Well, when it comes to sharing fines, you are right to get everything. You're correct to get everything in writing, including the access boundaries. As for the split, I recommend an 80-20 split, 80% to the prospector and 20% to the landowner. I've done this numerous times, and you're putting in all the effort, and not every patch has gold on it. So the block of land may have nothing on it. You do all the work. It seems to me that it's not a bad balance to do it that way. That's probably the best advice that I can give you, but it has been tough because there's been a lot of people going over asking for permission, and some people have unfortunately done the wrong thing, and some landowners won't let prospectors anywhere near their ground. Good luck out there, Alan, and don't forget to let us know how you go. Listen guys, if you've got a question you'd like answered on the show, drop it into the feed or reply to one of our regular Facebook call-outs. That's question time over and done with. But before we close, it's time to announce the winners of tonight's Pay Dirt and Pan giveaway. So just to recap there, I've got 2 of these for Facebook and 2 of these for YouTube. It's a can of Gold Digger Dave's Gourmet Pay Dirt, a 10-inch Garrett pan, and it all comes in a Pay Dirt and Pan bag, well, tote bag, drawstring bag, whatever you want to call it there. And it's congratulations to John S. on Facebook. Congratulations, John, you've got one of those. Steve H., you're also a winner there, so congratulations to you, Steve. On YouTube, I've got Kevin C. Congratulations, Kevin. Well done to you. And Ben Wright 21. Congratulations, you've also scored in the giveaways on the Miners Den show. Look, if you can share your details with Corey in the feed so that we can get the gift or prizes out to you ASAP. Remember, if you missed out, you can still grab Gold Digger Dave's Gourmet Pay Dirt in store or online at minersden.com.au. The way the gold price has gone up, as I said earlier in the show, I haven't repriced it at the moment, so it is great value to grab some pay dirt now before we do the next batch and need to put the price a little higher. So that's all for another fantastic episode of the Miners Den show. Next week, more of what have I found with Coffee Bush Kid in the UK, more time in the goldfields with the Algo Force E1500 Plus, back to the old house site in search of lost treasure, some fantastic giveaways and all of your favourite segments. Of course, there'll be much, much more. I'm Gold Digger Dave. Thank you for watching the Miners Den show.
There's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector. That signal so sweet when I hear that beep beep. Couldn't think of many things better. I heard some old tin that nearly got me in, and that piece of lead really had me sweating.